folks, today we are taking a look at something that just came in the mail from my good friends at TF Source. Now, this being Friday, I'm sure you all know what is probably in here. It's already shown up on a couple of folks' sites and channels, but today we are taking a look at a new arrival, as I said earlier. So, we got a lot of nice packaging, and we are taking a look at MP-12 Lambor. So here we have Lambor's box. I wanted to give you guys a good look at it. We've got the vehicle mode and the robot mode featured here, plus an official Lamborghini insignia. The sides of the box have the vehicle mode and the robot, and up close of the robot mode. The bottom of the box is just legalese. The top is Masterpiece Lambor, and then the back has his gimmicks, which are the hammers and the gun, all the parts, his vehicle mode, and him next to MP-10 Prime. Now, at the time of this recording, I do not have this Prime figure yet. The Toys R Us's in my area just don't seem to have it, and with the recent hurricane, I'm probably not going to get a hold of him for a little bit, but hopefully soon, so I can give you guys a good overview of the different figures. So, while we're taking a look at the box, let's go ahead and open it. So we are just going to open up the box and show you what is inside. Now, just before we do that, here is a deluxe class wheelie figure, GDO wheelie, compared to the Lambor box. There is a difference in size there. Alright, so opening up the box, pulling out the figure. Just good old cardboard inside. So here we have the figure, his shoulder-mounted missile, his guns, or his gun, and his impact hammers. Set of instructions with what looks to be a nice little card for Lambor, otherwise known as Sideswipe if you haven't guessed. So there he is with the card. On the other side of the card, we've got some technical specs. One of these things, I swear, I get these in just about everything I buy from Japan, but I have no idea what they are. And then the directions. And he is a Lamborghini Countach LP 5005, or that could be an S, I can't tell. So I'm going to go ahead and get him out of the container, and we will take a look. As I said, the Lamborghini mode is a Lamborghini Countach, and it looks very nice. This is quite an excellent vehicle mode. In fact, this is a better vehicle mode, or a better representation of Sideswipe's vehicle mode than what we got with the G1 figure. Now, I have sat in a Lamborghini Countach, and these things are not comfortable, nor are they easy to get into. But I think the styling and the overall look of the mold here is very, very well done. A.K.A has done a fantastic job with this. The red on black scheme is quite nice, and I love the giant Autobot symbol in the front. The vehicle mode is actually not that big. It feels quite small. On the back, he does have Countach and Lamborghini, which is nice. As I said, the vehicle mode is not that big. It's not that long. It actually feels smaller than a Voyager-class Transformers Prime figure. And I have a FOC Prime right here to give you an idea on the height of the vehicle mode, or the length of the vehicle mode, I should say. So it's about the same size as FOC Prime. That's pretty small, even for a Masterpiece figure. That is pretty darn tiny. As I said, overall, the vehicle mode looks fantastic. It really, really looks quite nice. You can use Lambor's weapons in vehicle mode. What you need to do is first take his shoulder-mounted missile launcher cannon thingy and his gun and combine them. There's a hole on the side that the gun will slide into, like that. And then the gun will fit into this peg hole that opens up when you push down here on the roof of the vehicle. And you just got to be careful because the weapon does have a little bit of a tilt to it. And there you go. So you have a very sleek, aerodynamic, awesome Lamborghini with a very big, bulky, unaerodynamic cannon and gun sitting on the roof. For a figure of this size, the transformation is actually pretty complex and very interesting. To start off with, we'll take the front wheels and we will fold them underneath the vehicle, like that. And then we will reach along the sides and underneath the sides and pull them out, like this. Unpeg them and pull them out. And then we will take the front of the vehicle and unpeg it from the rest of the body, like that, and fold it down as pretty much as far as it'll go, about that far. So the next thing we're going to do is take the arms and fold them straight up like this, while making sure that the wheels are still folded underneath the vehicle. This is a little bit tricky sometimes because things just get in the way. So this is the way we want it to be. We want to have the wheels kind of inside the front of the vehicle mode, and then the arms still folded up, pointing forward like that. Next, we will unpeg the spoiler and fold that out, and then take the entire roof of the vehicle mode and unpeg it from the body and fold it up and forward like that. Next, we'll reach under here and pull out these silver pieces like this, fold them up, split the back open like that, take these side pieces and they will want to rotate around, or I'm sorry, down like this, like that, and then we could take the whole rear, not the whole rear side, but the side panel and rotate them to point up like this, and then the tail lights will fold forward like this. And then that will allow us to fold the entire leg out like this. Like that. And then we can just bring the rear of the spoilers around and fold them back down along the backs of the feet, like that. Next, we'll want to fold the feet out and flip the heels out, like this. And then turn the figure around, and it looks a little bit empty here in the front. So what we're going to do is take these black sections, and inside there are little doors. So we fold them out, like that. And then we fold the whole black section down and peg it behind the wheel. So fold that whole way down, just kind of work it and peg it like that. Now you have to be careful because what happened over here is I moved that one black piece way too far. So you kind of want to get it down so it's perpendicular to the back of the leg. There's a tiny little peg hole right there. So you want to get it lined up with that. And then reach up here and fold down the crotch plate. For the upper body, we will take this piece, there's where my finger is, it's sticking straight up. So what we're going to want to do, this piece and this piece, we're going to want to fold it back like that. And then fold the entire figure up, and it will gently snap into place. And then we want to take the entire front of the figure and fold it down. And this is actually the hardest part of the transformation, because if you don't have these wheels angled right, this will not work. And when we fold that down, this little white piece right here is going to peg into just underneath the bumper. And that is really hard to see, and it's a very, very tiny little piece, but it will peg in. So we are almost done. So what we'll do next is take the arms and straighten these guys out like that, and fold them down. And then we'll work on the arms, getting them all situated. So come over here, open the door, fold the fist out like that, and do the same thing over here, like that. Turn the figure back around and take a look at this big backpack. These windows are supposed to unpeg and then fold in like this. So unpeg it and fold it in like that. And then this should just rest flush against the back. And then take his exposed cranium and fold it up to show the head. And there we go. As you can see, Masterpiece Lambor is very nicely detailed, if a little bit lacking in paint. It is a little bit odd that they didn't give him any panel lining, colored panel lining that is. But overall, I think the robot mode looks very, very nice. The detailing on his face is quite nice and has that mischievous grin that we have come to know with Sideswipe. Very, very nice. So, attaching the weapons, as you can see, is very easy. His shoulders have, you can attach the cannon on either shoulder, and the gun can be held in either hand. Something I do want to point out about the hands is the hands are on a single pin for the front fingers. The thumb does not move on either hand, which I'm not too worried about. It would have been nice if that was added in, but oh well. So, attaching the impact hammer is quite easy. Simply fold up the hand, close the area or close the door or the panel, and push the impact hammer in where the hand was. Now, I wish the hammer was actually full plastic, but hey, oh well. It looks good. I kind of wish it was colored silver. I swore these things were colored silver in the show where they showed up, where they were digging out the Dinobots. Posability-wise, Lambor is quite good. He's got a ball joint in the head. It does have some limited movement, but it can turn 360 degrees. There is a shoulder swivel and then a hinge right next to that. Then there is a swivel above the elbow. The elbow joint itself bends a full 90 degrees. Unfortunately, the hand does not have any wrist articulation. There is torso articulation here, as you can see. There is a swivel pin joint here that looks like it's a ball joint. It's a fancy ball joint. But it's more like two swivels joined together to form a ball joint. And then there is a swivel underneath that. And then the knees bend a good, solid 91 degrees, we'll say. And then the feet also have articulation, though it is limited thanks to the spoiler, which you can just move out of the way. And this red piece right here, that is also in the way, unfortunately. But not a big deal. You can get side-to-side movement, and there is very limited up and down movement, but very limited so. To give you folks an idea on the size of the figure, well, he's definitely smaller than Masterpiece Thundercracker, and he's actually even smaller, just a hair, by first edition Voyager class Optimus Prime from the T.F. line. And that worries me because this guy, for the money, he is awfully small. I'm a little bit worried about that going forward. Compared to a current generations figure, he is taller than a current generations figure, which is good. Like I said, I am a little bit worried about the size of Masterpiece figures going forward. I'm not totally sure on this, but I believe Soundwave is going to be the size of MP-10 Prime, while maybe some other figures are going to be the size of Lambor here. My biggest complaint with Lambor is this stupid little pin right here that plugs into the bottom of the bumper. It just does not want to stay in. I mean, even after it snaps in, a minute or two later of playing with the figure, it will pop out. I really can't be mad at it, though, because it holds together much better than a lot of other figures that I own. MP-12 Lambor is a nice figure. It is a very, very nice figure. My only real gripe is its size to price ratio. This is an expensive figure. It's around $100. But what you're getting for that $100 is top quality. The plastic feels good. The paint is excellent, and it is not picking up even my ham hands oil from my fingers. It's really nice, and this is probably the best G1 masterpiece we've gotten next to Grimlock. Grimlock is, I think, the best one we've gotten, but this is a close, close second. Yes, it's on the small side. Yes, you're paying for quality. But this figure is definitely worth having in your collection, especially if you're a G1 fan. Now, all I want from the Masterpiece line, all I gotta say is there had better be a Sunstreaker coming, because if we've got a Lambor, we need a Sunstreaker.